Platinum Boy Music has teamed up with Wix.com to present the Platinum Boy Music Inc. Music 101 Tour.
Well, there's a lot of folk out there that love music, that have been blessed with the gift of music, but don't understand the music business side of things. There's a lot of rappers, there's a lot of producers, a lot of songwriters, but there's so many different other job titles that's in the business, and people don't know about that. So we also want to bring that, to the forefront and teach people you can be a manager, you can be an A&R, you can be, engineer, you can be. There's so many different things you can be. And then once we do this, a lot of people are like, wow, I didn't know I can do that. When you look at Trey Songz, you look at Chris Brown, J-Lo, these are some of the people I've been blessed to work with. There's teams that are behind these artists. So it's not just these artists that get on the stage, that go into the studio and make these records and become this, icon by themselves. There's a whole team that pushes them, from the management to the label to the promotion to the marketing to agents to, band members. There's so many people. So we just want to educate folk and teach them the business side of things and so that they can make it.
Community manager of Wix.com, Chelsea Timken, told us why they decided to partner with Platinum Boy Music.
Well, Platinum Boy Music is involved in a lot of things having to do with educating music enthusiasts and artists about the industry at large. And Wix is all about educating all industries at large because we are an online website design platform where anybody can have a website completely for free. So we have gone with him on his college tour to various locations, as well as been part of his feedback session. And now, because of course school's out, we are hosting one of these college tours here. And that's why we're having this massive event to kind of not formally announce our partnership, but this is one of our biggest events of the year with him.
Participants discussed challenges that they have faced striving to get into the music industry and what they hope to gain from this event.
One of the main challenges is trying to reach a greater audience always. We always want to get our music heard. So right now, the best wave is websites and streaming. It's all about streams. So now we're always trying to just stay up on the cusp of whatever's going on so we can have our best opportunity to get our music heard.
Just to learn a lot of things about how to move forward, in the music industry in today's generation, I guess, because a lot of things change as far as like digital. Everything's going digital. Everything's, going with streaming and video royalties and stuff like that. So I hope to gain a lot of knowledge based on that.
The panel featured amazing and legendary music industry experts that wanted to motivate and empower the next generation of music professionals.
I grew up like in the 90s hip hop where, I felt like, it was a little different. I think I love hip hop, period. I think today, artists have more of an ability to do it themselves, which I think is a great thing. I would just love to see it continue to grow. And I think it's amazing now that a kid can get on YouTube and get discovered. Whereas, before, I think people were more reliant on, doing showcases and standing in front of the radio station or standing outside of the label. And I think now, it's a lot different.
Information is key, and I always say, if you can learn from someone else's mistakes and learn from someone else's triumphs, then it puts you in a position to, not make the same mistakes and kind of jump over a couple hurdles that you don't necessarily have to fall through to get the knowledge on.
So I try to be part of the lifestyle, be mindful if you're doing some type of TV or film or something of who the audience is. It's not really about me, it's the people that are watching me when they're at home. So I think about that before I think about me being a star.
Harlem native Sugar J reminded us.
I tell people, be responsible for your own your look, man. Continue to elevate the culture, Members Club.
Participant and representative of the United Nations, Dina McCowie, described some of the knowledge that she gained from the panelists.
I think even if somebody's not in the music industry, it was just very informative for any industry you're in. I think as a brand, no matter what industry you're in, fashion, music, art, it taught me just to really build on yourself at the end of the day, and it's important to never be persistent and never give up. So.
Today's panel discussion definitely left everyone in the room truly inspired, and it gave each individual an opportunity to network and create everlasting relationships. Reporting from the Wix Music Lounge, I'm Christina Lane for BronxNet.